Hey guys, okay, so it's iGrazi here. I go by I just wanted to come in. This is my first YouTube video as iGrazi. I am super excited. I wanted to come in, talk about my albums. I have a new single releasing here pretty soon. I am outside in the elements, so I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, so I've been rapping for almost 5 years now. I write my raps and then articulate that to music, which I'm super excited about. I love the beats I pick. I feel like they make me move. They make me write. It's so windy outside. That's what just blew my, over my phone. They make me move, they make me write, they invoke emotion in me, and so I hope that my words and the music, the beats I pick invoke emotion in you. I feel like I'm so passionate about this. I absolutely love what I do for a living. It just like excites me to my core. I feel like I've talked about this on Instagram. I'm like sharing this stuff to Facebook. But I wanted to come in here and talk about this with you guys. Just like the fact that like, I don't know, like when I was younger and like a big part of myself, like as you can hear it in my voice, like I have this like little kid, and I've been to therapy about this, but this little kid, not like personality, but this little kid self that's like inside this 28-year-old girl that, needs shelter and needs protection and just feels like kind of unsafe in this world sometimes. And rapping and articulating in hip-hop really gave me this element because I feel like I've always been like praying my phone doesn't fall again, but I'm gonna keep rolling with it. I love lives, so I'm not gonna start this over. You might hear it hit the glass a couple times, but that's just what's going down. But I really like crave my own security and my own alone time to create and like all of these things. As a kid, I was a digital arts major at University of Oregon, and I absolutely loved it. I did not graduate college due to health issues. I have Lyme and lupus, so just partying it up in college just like wasn't for me, and I'm like currently on my little vacay getting sober right now off weed, so it's been this like whole thing. I identify as like a recovered, because I quit drinking when I was like 21, and this is a lot of information. I like to overshare. I'm like really proud of how I get to places. So I quit drinking at 21. I also stopped smoking weed about like 3 years ago. I was prescribed it just due to like my health issues, but definitely like over medicated myself and like realized I had a problem, so that was like a really big thing. I'm tangent girls, this is why I love to write like this, but so catch me on a tangent please. But I don't know, I'm sober now, loving it. One of my like little things that I created, it's a t-shirt called Fineds, and it spells speak wrong, and one of my songs is called Speak on the album Permata, however you say it, because I spelled it and made up that word. But I absolutely love to speak. I absolutely love to share. I feel like I definitely was like hurt as a kid, but I was really like soft-spoken and quiet, and so to like come out as a rapper and like be doing this like long term, I feel like it's like so different for my family and my parents and everyone, like friends and stuff, to see, because it's just like this whole different side of myself. But with my soft-spokenness, and this is like going back to that like inner child thing, I have like a lot of pent up anger, and I feel like I'm learning just like from being I've like checked myself into a psych ward before due to psychosis. like I've done all these things, so I'm like throughout these programs that I'm learning, which I absolutely love. If you ever want more information on just like what this is like, let me know, because I'm so down to share that with you guys. Just put a comment below, and I can make a video about it. I feel like all of this is like something I'm super passionate about, but I'm learning that I had a lot of like secondary emotion anger, because I would get so sad and cry. And now that, and I'm like kind of controversial, I love my meds, I take them regularly, they help me live. I'm also very auditory in my head, like just having like a lot of stuff going on there, which helps me write. Which I love. Like I would never give up who I am for this world, because it's like everything I am. But I have like just these feelings like I can't get them out anymore because of my meds, and I need my meds to be stable. But I don't cry that much, and I used to be such a crier. I have a Pisces moon, I'm a Virgo sun, Leo rising, so that shit's in the 8th house. And I don't cry that much anymore, which is like scary and also kind of cool, because I now experience, I'm like super into astrology, I now experience that 12th house Mars that I have conjunct Venus. So I'm like, I look pretty when I'm angry, but I am a fucking crazy person. So getting able to write out my stuff and write my words and take bars that I've written when I'm angry and just like type all that shit out, like makes me so happy, makes me so excited. I feel like it like is the biggest outlet in my life, being able to process my emotions through writing, through song, through speaking out my words, which I feel like for me and people who are like me, it's just like being able to move your emotional center that way can be so healing. So I feel like checking all that out, like it's awesome. So I don't know what you're checking out, but check it out. It's awesome. I guess writing. But I was never a journaler. Even to this day, you can't get me to journal. But as soon as I have like this aha moment of like a cool word that I love, I write that shit down, and I just like start writing, or I like start checking out beats that I love, or start checking out artists on different platforms, and I'm like get so inspired and like want to make songs for myself. And I feel like it's been so crazy. Like I was never the best writer in high school or in college. Like I always had to revise. I'm super dyslexic, like went to a special school for dyslexia, and like would play up my stupidity in high school just because I was like chronic. One of my songs is called Chronic Tendencies, but chronically feeling myself all the time with being stupid. And I'm not stupid. I don't think anyone's stupid. I just like learned a different way. And there's so many like incredible people that do math, science, arts, like all of it, that are dyslexic and that struggle and like have all those feelings too. And so as a young kid, I was always not like pressed, but like always in this fear of like being able to do better and doing that anyway, like hitting those bars, because I had to, because I wasn't normal, so to speak. Like no one is, but I wasn't like in that space where I was like completely normal, and like looking like everyone else and learning like everyone else. But I feel like because I have always like heard things, and because I'm an auditory learner, and like because of all this stuff, it really makes my writing like next level for me. And I have a long way to go. I feel like I'm still a beginner. I hope that I'm always a beginner, so I'm always learning. But I kind of just picked this up on myself, like on my own. I was like really manic and was like trying to hide it by like rhyming all my words so people like wouldn't know. And not the smartest thing to do, but I like felt like I was like getting away with something, and I was like, this is cool, like I got this. And I love hip-hop, I love rap. I call it rap because I feel like hip-hop is the beat that we are rapping on. And well, hip-hop is a dance that they created music to. I think the dance came first, and then they created music to it, and then I'm like, then it's rap, like then you're rapping on the hip hop, and like the whole like dancing on the beat comes in, which I guess like people call it hip hop now, but it's like